Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I am Reverend Rob Banaszak, and I am the pastor of the Institute for Spiritual Development in Washington, D.C., and I welcome you here to our Sunday morning service in this sanctuary of our imagination. The Institute for Spiritual Development is a God-centered, spiritually inclusive, metaphysical church and community dedicated to our growing spiritual awareness in an atmosphere of unconditional love and acceptance. And of course, as always, we say, welcome home. Today's service is going to be just a bit different today. So we're going to be doing a meditations and messages service, which means that I will be doing 3 different meditations that will be accompanied by messages from Spirit that I will be offering at the end of each meditation. It'll be a lot of fun, and I think that it will hopefully help us unite and become whole with all of ourselves. So let us pray. In the stillness of our being, we remember who we are. In the quiet of our soul, we hear the Beloved's voice. In the cacophony of our consciousness, we celebrate our community. O Divine Presence, today, as we gather in and of the sacred experience of our creation, you remember me. I hear you. We celebrate us. And so it is. So let us now recite together the Lord's Prayer, the Lamsa translation. It will appear on your screen. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done as in heaven, so on earth. Give us bread for our needs from day to day, and forgive us our offenses as we forgive our offenders. And do not let us enter into temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. And now we can recite together the principles of understanding that unite us, which will appear on your screen. And as I always do, I encourage you, if you haven't taken a moment in previous services to really reflect on each principle as I say them. Maybe mouth them silently to yourselves, but really think about what they're saying. They do represent everything that the Institute for Spiritual Development represents, and they're quite beautiful and are quite efficient in how they talk about our core values and principles. So we believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that infinite intelligence expresses itself in all existence and in humanity as a manifestation of divine love. We affirm the unity of all life everywhere. We believe in communion with all planes of existence and that meaningful communication flows from this connection. We affirm the divine right of each individual to seek the truth in accordance with their consciousness, and that living in harmony with that truth defines true spirituality. We affirm that spiritual unfoldment is progressive and unending, and that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the mandate, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the personal responsibility of the individual and that we choose our happiness or unhappiness as we apply the laws of the universe. We affirm that life is eternal and that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We believe the ultimate expression of God in our life is unconditional love of our neighbors and ourselves. We accept that the living gifts of prophecy and healing reported in all sacred scripture are an affirmation of divine spirit working through us. And so, as I said, we're going to mix things up a little bit with our regular Sunday service. I'm actually going to invite you to go a little bit deeper into your being this morning with our special meditations and messages service. And during this part of the service today, we're going to open our hearts to the wholeness that is our natural state. We're going to do it in 3 distinct sections. And within each sections, we're going to have several minutes of reflection and meditation. And then we're going to follow that by individual messages that will come from Spirit that I will offer to share with you. And completing each section, we will send those intentions onto the breeze and away to become manifest. And so the theme for this meditations and messages part of the service came from a meditation that I had listened to. I use the app Insight Timer. I will happily plug it because it has hundreds and hundreds of guided meditations. It also has just a timer that you can use to meditate if you don't want to listen to anything else, or you can add ambient noises to that meditation. It's just a fabulous app for your phone. And I was listening to a woman who is one of the many meditation teachers on Insight Timer, and her name is Sarah Blondin. And she had been appearing in my feed as a recommendation for a long time, and I just kind of ignored it. I wasn't really ready to add another kind of teacher to the list that I already have. I have my favorite meditation app teachers, Deepak Chopra and David G. And I wasn't looking to expand, but one day I felt inspired, and her meditations are unique and so beautiful. They are really reflections, mostly, that she does while I think people are in their meditative state. So she began one meditation by posing the question, how many times in your day do you address your deep self, your highest self, and say, I love you, I am listening? And as I was in meditation, I thought those were some of the most powerful words I had ever heard, and really cut right to the core of what I feel like I was seeking, which was an alignment with my deep self, with my highest self. But I also realized, and I've realized this before, but these words on this day in this meditation were so pivotal that I'd never really, or it had been a long time since I had opened myself to me, to my higher self, to the divine within me with those words. I love you, I am listening. And so I meditated and I opened myself up, and it's very powerful to open yourself up to your own voice within, which is, of course, the divine voice. And then, as I spoke a couple of weeks ago about the Course in Miracles discussion group that we are working with on Thursdays, since the beginning of January, that the course really recommends, or doesn't recommend, but posits that we must love all of ourselves. We often talk about having a shadow side or a dark side, and again, as I said before, it's often in the context of helping our light shine brighter. But you know, that shadow side or dark side gets a bad rap because it's only serving the light in us. But when I realized that that part of us has to be embraced as much as our light side, as a true part of who we are, I began to think of those words, I love you, I am listening, coming from and to other parts of me, not just the deep self that is the benevolent self or the one that is seeking the best me, but also the parts of me that may not seem like they are aligned with the best of me. And so I began in subsequent meditations to then address those other parts of me and say to them, I love you, I am listening. And I heard them say back to me, I love you, I am listening. And so today's meditations are about recognizing not only the parts of us that are our best self, the parts we know are seeking the best or are the best, but also those components of our lives that may seem as if they are our darker sides, that may seem as if they are ego-driven. But as we know now, all of those parts have something to say to us and have been trying to communicate with us. Today, we're going to allow ourselves to just have them meet, have them come together, have them recognize one another as the whole. So are you game? I'm sure. So our first meditation today. And so today you can just find a spot and build a nest, blankets, pillows, whatever you need to be comfortable, but also to remain alert and awake so that we can really make this journey together and be conscious of it as we move between this physical plane and the meditative plane in the spirit world. So I'm going to begin by just intoning with the Tibetan Bowls. And I first would like you to reflect on something that is the greatest personal pride in your life. We're going to start there. And so get comfortable. And let's begin to enter this state by, of course, becoming aware of our breathing. As it goes in and out. Come through our nostrils in and out. And once again, let's breathe in and out. And so as we breathe each breath, we're going to allow ourselves to go deeper and become more and more relaxed. Inhaling and exhaling, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. And in this relaxed state, we're going to find that our physical, material body will remain anchored and tethered by our breath. Thank you, breath. But in our minds, it's going to just slowly begin to dissolve away into the ether, leaving our essence, the essence of who we are, without the limitations of our physical self, with no pain, no pain, no tension, no stress, only pure, divine essence. And now that we are floating in the ether, formless yet solid in essence, I invite you now to enter into that reflection about something in your life that is a source of true, personal, authentic pride and confidence. Perhaps it's a character trait or a personality trait that you know and love. Perhaps it's a time in life that you made a choice that you know was just the right one for you. Perhaps it was a time that you accomplished something. And I don't necessarily mean a major material achievement, but perhaps a step on your journey that others may not even ever known about, but you knew that when you took that step, you had moved yourself to the next level. And were authentically, confidently proud. Bask in this time, this experience. And I want you to distill it into one or two words. At the very least, a short sentence. And wherever you are, I would like you to speak this pride. You can whisper it, you can just mouth the words, but I want them to form on your lips. And speak it. Speak it with confidence. Speak it with the confidentiality that you may require. But state it and say it. And then say it again. And as you say it, imagine those words leaving your mouth, dancing in the air, and then becoming and dissolving into a beautiful blue mist. A mist that flows and hovers gently around your essence, comforting you, feeling as good in this memory as it did when it happened. Immerse yourself in the wonder of this feeling. And as that blue mist hovers above you, we're going to go a little deeper. I invite you now to think of something in your life that up until this moment you have considered a regret. It doesn't have to be a major life choice, but maybe a moment that you've long wished you had chosen differently for yourself. Take yourself back to that moment and know that in this space there is no judgment. You are simply able to look at this moment as for you, one that you simply chose in a way you have wished you had chosen differently. This is not a time to berate ourselves. It's just a time to recognize a time in our life where we've made a choice that for so long we wish we had chosen differently. Be in that moment. Do not be afraid. Others may have never, ever known about this choice. You may never have spoken of it, but it's always been with you. In the back of your mind. Now that we've gone to this moment, we've embraced it, I would like you to distill it into a short sentence, 5 words, 1, 3, 5 words. And again, you don't have to vocalize it, but I would like you to say it. Allow the thought of that regret to form on your lips. You're so brave right now as you say that regret. And as you say it, 2 times, maybe 3 times, envision those words like a cartoon almost leaving your mouth, hanging in the air, and then dissolving into a beautiful green mist that hovers around you. The mist is glittering and shimmering, and you realize they both are glowing with equal glow. One of your greatest prides, moments of pride in your life, and that same moment of regret, just floating together around your essence as part of your essence. And as you imagine them misting and hovering separately, imagine them now stretching out as they dissolve, meeting in the center of your essence, not as blue and not as green, but as a vibrant, beautiful, turquoise, green, blue, vibrant, shimmering mist. That is more beautiful with the joined colors than you ever imagined it could have been. And as that blue-green mist floats around that essence, your essence, imagine it suddenly becoming a beautiful, cascading waterfall. Rushing down over a cliff, long, 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 from the ether, from the sky, rushing as a glimmering, shimmering body of water, landing in a pool, shimmering and glimmering right where you remember your feet have been in our physical state. And as it shimmers, as you become aware of that beautiful shimmering pond, receiving its water from the rush of the waterfall, made up of our best and what we thought were our worst moments, colliding in this pool as just a part of who we are. And the pool signals the memory of our breath. There it is, as it flows in through our nose and out through our mouth. And we choose now to return to our physical bodies. And we'll do that by taking 3 quick breaths, keeping our eyes closed on the first 2. We'll open them together on the 3rd. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. Inhale one more time and exhale. Let us pray. Infinite Spirit, in this moment of stillness, we have remembered who we are. Beings of multifacets, all of which make us unique, radiant jewels that are perfect and whole and complete. We give thanks for our awakening. And so it is. So welcome back. It is time for our first set of messages. And so I think today's the day everybody can get a message for sure, because we've got 3 different buckets of meditation. So please, if you want a message, make that video seen, but you'll get one. I just want to see those smiling faces. And I'm just going to go in order. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to make sure everybody can unmute themselves as well. So I'm just going to go in order. Robin Olson, you're the first person on my screen. May I come to you?
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Good morning. Like right behind you, I saw immediately Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes, and he was saying, they're great. So I feel like this is really you with this renewed sense of strength, this renewed sense of purpose. And this is how you are looking at life right now. This is the life as it faces you. You know, it's great. And I think that you are being asked to kind of to not only be in this moment where you are experiencing this forward movement, maybe it's even a jump, but to share this experience with others, to not as a lecture, but certainly as an example of how one can move through challenges or confusions or just general angst that we all have, in our lives, but how we are able to make that choice for ourselves and do that by feeding ourselves and nourishing ourselves with positive and productive choices in our lives. So, for you, life is great. And I think that the power of this, Tony the Tiger, who is also, he's powerful, he's also friendly and lovable. And, these are ways that you can reach folks around you with as a living example of life being great. So, and indulge in a bowl of Frosted Flakes every now and then, because they are great.
Great.
They are great. As y'all know, I'm a sugar freak, so I love sugared cereal, as bad as they might be. All right, so I'm just going to go in order since I know I've got lots to do today. Reverend Jim, may I come to you?
Good morning, Rob.
Good morning. I see directly behind you, I see a beautiful angel. It is both a guardian as well as kind of a guide. And this angel is really there to hold you. And I think that it is asking you specifically to allow yourself to be embraced and held by its beautiful power and its amazing ability to heal and to soothe. The angel, the guides, they know that they're there. But this one specifically is saying, I just need you to relax. So it's almost like when you're getting a massage or when you're getting a treatment, and you know that you just have to go one more step to completely relax into it. And you can do this in meditation, but I think that it's also encouraging you to just do it when you're conscious as well, so that you can know that it is there, that you're protected and soothed and loved at all times of your day. So not just in meditation, really try to make that alignment, make that connection with that care, with that incredible love, in your daily life, at the supermarket, watching TV. When you get a moment to think about it, know that it's there, and just take a big deep breath and just relax into it. Okay.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Robin Hall, hello, good morning. How are you today? So, well, I guess I'm getting, it must be the feline imagery today, and you've got pink on, so immediately I'm thinking, Tony the Tiger, the Pink Panther, da-dun, da-dun, Da-dun. So Pink Panther has some messages of strategizing and kind of being sly about having fun for you. So I think that this Pink Panther, and you remember he was always just kind of confounding his searchers, Clouseau in the films, but certainly in the cartoons, he was just a wily guy. But he had really good humor, and I think that he is encouraging you to, just kind of put on that little sly part of yourself and get out there in the world and enjoy. And maybe you lighten up by helping others lighten up. Maybe you can in some way become a very gentle and loving prankster, but really it's about kind of creating some diversions or some disruptive situations that will snap people back into laughter or fun or just maybe even startling, that really brings them back to who they are. So when you think that you're in a place where everybody needs to lighten up, it probably means that you do as well. And so what can you do to kind of play a shell game or move something or just have some fun with the illusions around you, so that you can snap some people back, including yourself, into not taking everything so seriously. So Pink Panther, be pink and be a little wily. So thank you. All right, I'll do one more in this round. Ozzy Osbourne, you are smiling so big.
Hey, how are you? Good morning, Rob. You look awesome this morning.
Thank you. I feel good. I have to tell you, I laugh every time I say your name, because when I think of the other Ozzy Osbourne that's famous, I cannot think of two more separate versions of the same name. And I feel glad that you help us redefine that name as well. So you look great as well.
Thanks. I'll try my best. I'm gonna color my hair soon.
Given that, we're talking today about, kind of resolving parts of ourselves. And, I feel like there is a message in the namesake that you share with the celebrity, which is, in the height of his career, he lived with reckless abandon in his life. And some to some detriment, but the fact is, in his mindset, he just didn't give a crap. In many ways, and I think that is a part of you as well. And I think that you are being invited to go to a place or think of one area in your life that you too have taken too seriously, and to really just let it go, and maybe do something that is brash and loud and heavy metal like in its kind of its intention, and get it out there. Like, go and scream, not out of pain, but just scream because it's fun to scream and get it out. So there is an aspect of like this internalized and bottled up stuff. It doesn't have to be anger, but certainly when it comes out as kind of a fun way to scream or to rage out and not be angry, you're going to be healthy, and you're going to kind of equalize yourself when you need to. So again, it is amusing to think of the two of you, but I also think there's a tremendous message there to look at maybe a part of yourself with somebody else's name that you can draw from, and just go out there and kind of rage on, get that headbanging guitar going, and just let it go with reckless abandon. And some screaming might involve. I go into your car, scream into a pillow. Just get it out there and enjoy doing it. Okay.
All right, I'll do it. I know
Excellent.
what it is.
Excellent. All right. Good.
All right, I know what I do. All right, I'll have fun.
Yeah, I know you will. I'll do one more, and then I'll move on. Susie,
Starting next weekend. I know what it is.
Do it.
Right.
Susie, may I come to you?
Thank you.
How are you? Okay, so nursery rhyme for you. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep. So I'm actually thinking of the little Bo Peep. I don't know if you've ever seen Toy Story. But Toy Story has the little Bo Peep was like a little baby lamp, and she was this cute little figurine that had three little, very cute. But I just watched a Disney short the other day with this little Bo Peep, and in this version of it, she kind of decided she was going to blow this taco stand. She, took off the big coupe skirt and she put on some pants and she took her sheep and she left. She went out. She just jumped off that little baby lamp. She's sick of the kids screaming in the crib, and she decided to go out and make her way in the world. And I think that this is a time where you haven't lost your sheep. Your sheep are right there. Let them guide you. So if they're going to wander, you wander too. Just they know where they're going. There's some instinct that is there, and you're still in charge, but you can let whatever those kind of your little charges are to guide you and to take you some places that you might have not been before. So kind of follow them and look around you for what those little sheep might be, and then just kind of out of curiosity, just go, okay, when your gut reaction is going to be, wait, come back, stay with me or stay in line or stay on the leash or whatever. Allow them to you go after them and follow them rather than yank them back to you. Okay. Be curious.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much. So wonderful. Let us once again return. We've focused on ourselves. We are going to return to our meditations. Take a drink here. So our second meditation today is about our spiritual life. And so we're going to go deep again. We're going to get right to it. And I'm going to ask you to, let's get comfortable again. Don't get too comfortable. These are not, we are going deep with ourselves, but these are not necessarily totally immersive meditations. We want to stay awake. So build that nest, but make it so that you can stay alert. And begin to relax. And let's start taking some breaths together. We're going to inhale. And we're going to fill our bodies with air again. Hold it for a moment and then exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. And one more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. And so again, as we breathe, each intentional breath makes us more and more relaxed, and yet more and more energized. So in our relaxation, as we let go of our pains and fears and angst, we also discover this beautiful energy, this energy that has always been there, that we rediscover as we breathe. And once again, imagine our bodies just dissolving back to that ether. Dissolving, dissolving into the ether, becoming the essence that we are. Once again, we are relaxed. We are open. We are pain-free and exhilarated. And in this relaxed state, we're going to focus, reflect on our relationship with spirit. And so I want you to think of a time in your life, a time that you were engaged with spirit in a moment or an experience of complete clarity, of vision, with alignment in feeling, with utter and complete faith in this experience. One of the aha moments. Maybe it was in a church service. Maybe it was out in nature. Maybe it was in a dream. And so once again, bask in that experience. It's that moment where you said to yourself, there you are, oh beloved one. There you are, beloved. I am aligned with you. Feel the joy of this moment through your entire body as an energizing buzz or chill. And then once again, if you can distill it to one sentence, I would like you to speak this moment on your lips. Maybe speak it again. No one needs to hear it. You may be the only one who knows of this moment. And as you do, imagine those words leaving your mouth and beginning to dissolve into a beautiful, shimmering red mist that hovers with you around your essence. Hovering with your essence, feeling safe and comfortable. And now, yes, let's go a bit deeper. Let's challenge ourselves within this meditation. I would like you to think of an experience or a moment where you felt separate or disconnected, misaligned, definitely not you thinking it was your best self. Be brave. I'm proud of you for going here, but think of this moment. Be in this moment with no judgment. A time that you felt lost or know you were lost. A allow yourself this time to see that moment for what it actually has been. Speak that moment on your lips now. You are so brave to confront this moment. And to hold it with you. Say it and allow those words yet again to leave your mouth and become a beautiful white mist hovering around you. You say the words, you acknowledge this experience. And you say to that experience in your mind's voice, I love you, I am listening. And the white mist glows more bright. And the red mist from that spiritual alignment moment hovers both there together. And as before, those mists reach out, extend to one another, meeting in the middle of your essence as one white and red shimmering mist together in the center of you as you. And as they gather in the center of you, that white and red mist begins to become a single bright, burning flame of fire. That flame that is burning so brightly. You feel that flame as you pull away with your mind's eye. You see that that flame is sitting atop a floating candle, burning brightly eternally in that pool where the waters of your self have gathered. That spiritual flame that is all of you burns so brightly in this pool. And again, as you realize the pool is there, you recognize that your breath is there as well. And there it is as you recognize your breath coming through your nostrils, filling your body and exhaling. It's always been there holding you safe in this physical space. And once again, let us return completely by taking those energizing breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Let us open our eyes on the third breath. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Infinite Spirit, in the quiet of our soul, we have heard your voice. as our voice, speaking clearly to us and through us as our whole spiritual self. We give thanks for our awakening. Thank you once again. Let's do some more messages. All right, are we awake? Are we back? Are we energized? Claudia, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Good to see you.
Likewise.
So I had this image of the floating candle as we were coming out of the meditation, but with you, I have an additional image. So the floating candle is there with your spirit. It's burning so brightly. And in this pool with you is, of course, the blossoming lotus flower. And I feel like the message is, the lotus is going to blossom in its perfection, and the spirit's going to burn brightly in that candle, regardless of the season. The flower itself is, your cycle, your spiritual kind of inhaling and exhaling. And so I think the message for you is to, again, as we unite these different parts of ourselves, with no part being better or worse than the other, you might find yourself on an exhale. And the reminder is, the candle's burning bright, and that flower that will blossom will bloom again. So don't be nervous or uncomfortable in the exhale. It's just a part of the cycle. It's like the tide that's rolling away. It's going to come back. It is still there. Elements of all of it are still there. The plant material is there. It's there waiting to be grown, but it's okay to exhale. We have to exhale. We can't just breathe in and hold the breath. We have to let it go so that another breath can be drawn in. So your spiritual practice may involve something that you've inhaled fully and that you must, it's time to release or to just exhale with it. Of course, that doesn't mean ISD, so that's not an exhale. But you may just find you need to just, something has moved through you. You can let it go. It will likely come back on the next breath in the air that you're drawing in. So, but the flame always burns brightly in you, and that So,
Thank you.
yes, don't wait to exhale. Don't, unlike what Toni Morrison has done. So, Dave, may I come to you?
Yes.
So, I just watched the other day a documentary on some of the lost footage of The Wizard of Oz, and they were talking about when they first cast the characters of the Scarecrow and the Tin Man. It was Buddy Ebsen originally as the Scarecrow, and Ray Bolger was going to play the Tin Man. And so at the time, they thought of these two characters as kind of interchangeable. And because, one had a heart and one had brains. And, there you are, Dave, the man with the heart and the man with the brains. Like that is who you are. And so there you are, like that reliable character that the filmmakers considered as one, heart and brain, but really kind of salt of the earth, the grounding person for the lost Dorothy, or the lion that is thinking he doesn't have courage, or rescuing the little dog from the witch. That's you are that salt of the earth, the brains and the heart, and I think that you are a living example of how we don't have to make that choice in our being, that we can embrace both of those, and your world around you relies on that, the wisdom that comes from being the brain and the heart. And so there are going to be points where you are going to think, or someone else may think, if I only had a brain, if I only had a heart, like they sing. But the fact is, you need to, remember that it's always there. The times that you didn't think you were thinking, or the times that you were choosing with your heart, you also had this beautiful benefit of the thought process with you too. So you've united them in a way that it's almost mystifying to others around you. But always know that is, it's not that it's homogenizing to think of those characters as one. It is actually strengthening to know that is those are two parts of you that should be embraced and expressed for you. So continue to look for ways where you find yourself thinking, but also feeling. That is a sign that you are, that something's been activated in you. So, and then go for it.
All right. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Carol, may I come to you? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And thank you for these gorgeous moving meditations.
Oh, thank you for being here and going with them. Because you often appear here with your little bird babies on your shoulder, I'm really seeing you as I see kind of like almost in a Snow White way, the birds flying around your head. So they're there and they're singing to you. I think that sometimes. And so there's two different versions of these animated birds flying around your head. They're the ones where they are just like flitting about and they are providing you, guidance and companionship. And then they're the ones that sometimes we see in the Bugs Bunny cartoons where someone gets whacked on the head and then the little birdies are circling around in almost like a halo as a whirlwind. And so I think you're going to find these indicators, these birds kind of going back and forth. Sometimes they are out of formation and just there to chirp and guide you. And sometimes you're going to feel like your head's spinning, like there it is, like you're just whacked. But the messages, they're the same birds. They're the same. They hold the same power. And so it's really about looking for the message in the confusion, and then looking for what the message is when you're being supported and guided by your animal friends that are accompanying you, like they would Snow White or Cinderella. So again, those birds might be here, and then all of a sudden are called to attention by an experience you've had. They're going to be floating around you, and you're going to be like rolling your eyes, going, "Oh my gosh, what's happening to me?" But just know that's a moment that you can let pass or engage in to discover what has been so mystifying. Don't just go with the mystifying part of it, or don't just go with the bop on the head. It's your opportunity to go, what was that about? Curiosity is a big source of this alignment for all of us, because then we don't demonize the other parts of ourselves. We just go, hey, what are you all about? So that's really what it is for you too. So be brave and explore what those little birdies swirling around are telling you after they bopped you on the head.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right, so I don't know your name, but you are there with that beautiful rust-colored sweater and glasses and the black and white. Is that the Colosseum behind you? Yes, there it is. Good morning.
Yes, I'm new.
Hi, what's your name?
Church. I'm Victoria.
Hi, Victoria. Welcome. We are glad you're here. Hope you're having a fun service today and are able to kind of dive deep and enjoy some relaxation as well. So, wow, the Colosseum's behind you, and I'm like going right there, and I'm going to I'm going to a kitchen. I'm going to a place full of spices flying and dough being made and pasta being cranked out and sauce simmering. This is a place of preparation for something grand, and you are the one that is preparing this feast of you are preparing it for others. You probably don't even think that you are going to be able to sit down with the others as you prepare this meal. But the message is, yes, you are the one in charge of this experience, this banquet. You've got all the balls in the air. This is going to be boiling perfect. You know, you're going to be bringing it to a simmer here. The pasta is going to be a perfect quality, and you love getting wrapped up in this preparation and in this expression of who you are. The message really is, you're going to serve it, but you got to sit down at the table as well. Like, this is very important. So in all of this beautiful chaos that you love, don't confuse the preparation and the loving intention of the preparation and all the stuff that you have to keep going with actually enjoying the meal. It is really about enjoying the meal. You're serving the meal to your loved ones, to those around you. You're offering a part of you in this way, but you have to be nourished as well. You need to partake it. You have spent so much time preparing it. You need to enjoy your preparations. So don't just wait for someone else to cook for you, metaphorically. You know, sit down and enjoy the meal you have created, because it is so wonderful and it's prepared with so much love. You deserve that love as well, as much as you give other people. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Good. Thank you, Victoria. Okay, I've got Anne Moore next, and then I will head on to our last group. How are you, Anne?
Well, thank you.
So Anne, again, every time I see you, all I can do is imagine your hands just kind of slowly touching my shoulders in a healing before church. It's the most comforting feeling. When we do go back in person, guys, if Anne is ever one of the healers in our in-person services, you got to get one, because there's nothing like having her hands just like rest on your shoulders on a Sunday morning. So I feel like there is, so what I'm seeing is kind of hands with a lot of energy coming out of them. It's, you know, kind of almost like they're little balls of fire waiting to be released. So you have got this, I think the message now is, we, of course, we're at a time where we are being discerning about our engagement with physical in-person experiences. But you still have this healing energy that is like pouring for you. It's almost bubbling up inside of you now and is waiting to be released. I think that a message really is to identify a space in some way that you can allow this healing to help other people. If you become aware of people in your life that seem, if friends seem a little out of sorts, or your kids, take a moment and allow yourself to kind of focus that healing energy. It is still completely possible to do remotely, as you know, and it's maybe not a way that we've explored of releasing that energy. We've got our Reiki and energy healing share coming up on Wednesday night. But it doesn't have to be that, but other ways that you can just allow this gift of yours to be expressed, because it is there and it is waiting, and you can just start doing it to anybody. I had a friend who was a Reiki master, and she said, if a siren goes by on the street, I throw him some Reiki. Like she just did it as part of her existence. And I think it's time for you to start just sending it out wherever you see it, even if it's the littlest thing. Somebody needs it, and you've got it. You got lots of it stored up. So just kind of let it go. And so that way, when we sit and you touch my shoulders, you won't like burn me with all that energy. It'll be released and balanced, and you'll be ready to go. So,
Thank
all
you,
right.
Rob.
Thank you. All right. So let us breathe and let us return to our final meditation and our final group of messages following. And while I drink, please build your nest. Get comfortable again. Again, we're going to be energized. The more we do this, the more relaxed we are, the more pain-free we are, the more angst-free we are, and the more we will continue to expand and grow. All right. Okay, so as we relax, we find our breath. That air is coming in, it's nourishing us, and it is being released. Inhale and exhale. And once again, inhale and exhale. So there we are. So easy to get back here once we've done it, and this is our third time. It's like returning home to this space within us. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's breathe more and more relaxed with each breath. More and more comfortable, relaxed. Now, with our minds open and our hearts open, we feel safe, we feel courageous. I want you to think about something in the greater world beyond us, whether it's nature, or a loved one that is here, but a space or a place that is beyond our world, and it's a space that we love. It's something that we cherish in that world around us, however we define it. It can be a person, it can be an experience. And imagine that experience clearly in your mind, that person, that essence. Feel it, experience it, be with it. And as we embrace that experience once again, I invite you to speak it on your lips, clearly confidently. And once again, allow those words to leave your mouth and then form into a beautiful white mist that hovers gently as our essence, around our essence, soft and billowy. We feel so energized, we feel so brave and courageous from the journeys that we've taken today. Let's go deeper and think about something in the world that we ache for, that we long for, that we regret. Perhaps contributing to its negative space. But it's a place where we have felt saddened, maybe angry, and we allow ourselves to be in that space. We allow ourselves to experience it as very real. Our courage today, our boldness allows us to not judge our part in it or our neglect of it or our longing for it. We just see it and know that it is there. And know that it is part of our own being as a longing or regret or sadness. Speak that regret, speak that pain of the world beyond us. Embrace it. And of course, as we do, let us allow and see those words floating out of our mouths and becoming a beautiful blue mist. And that mist hovers around our essence, and as it does, we feel the white mist and the blue mist dissolve into one another. And as they come together, almost like the color of blueberries and cream, and we allow our mind's eye to take a more expansive view, it becomes a bright blue midday sky filled with white, fluffy, billowing clouds. The air is clear and bright and wonderful. In this bright blue fluffy sky. As we follow it with our eye, we find ourselves looking at the horizon ahead of us. And that horizon extends out from us as we once again find ourselves at that shimmering pool with that light of spirit burning brightly day and night, sunlight, moonlight. But today, it is this glorious, puffy clouds day on the horizon in our little sanctuary of our imagination. And once again, the trickle of the pond and the rush of the water reminds us that we are once again breathing, and that breath is holding us in our space. We choose to return by inhaling and exhaling. Again, inhaling, exhaling. And one more breath as we open our eyes once again. Welcome back, and I say in this prayer, Infinite Spirit, in that cacophony of our consciousness, we celebrate the universe beyond us as a greater community of the living, united and whole with all of its rich experiences. We give thanks for our awakening. And so it is. So let's give our last round of messages. I'm so excited. Everybody has made their video available. I'm so happy. Martha, may I come to you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so I'm seeing you in a sleigh. I'm seeing you like the bells are jingling. It is not Christmas, but it is still winter, and you are able to make it through any snow because this sleigh, and I guess you've got some really good reindeer or horses in the front of it because you're able to kind of allow them to move and take you where you need to go without any sort of prompting, or they just go for you because they know where you need to go. So you are. I think that the message for you is to not to be afraid of the snowstorm. You've got what you need to be in there and to drive effortlessly. Everything is going to take you where you need to go. Enjoy this weather. Enjoy the unique experience of this way that you are traveling through it on the sleigh. You can't drive the sleigh in the summer. You can't go this way. So this is your opportunity to embrace where you are and how you are getting from where you are in this part of the journey, and to really pay attention and be there in that moment and enjoy it. So ride that sleigh, ring those bells. You got some time.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted. May I come to you?
Sure.
So I'm seeing an understanding that you can relax in your space, in your essence, but you're not giving up kind of the formality of you don't have to give up any of your principles or any of your core values that may have seemed formal, now that you are in a space where you can be more relaxed. So what I keep seeing is a suit and tie and a sweater, and it's not really a choice about the formation or the format of your core values. It's about the core values themselves. So don't worry if, you don't have to wear the suit anymore. The core values are still there that the suit has brought to you. So whatever has been your ritual or your practice, you can continue to relax into that practice and not worry about the formality of it. So, and I think it's talking about kind of your spiritual awareness. If it seems like if you can only meditate like 3 times a week instead of 5, all of that is fine. It's the regular engagement of that practice of your daily life that is the most important thing. So wear the sweater, be comfortable, and enjoy, where you're going.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Hi, Jan. Jan, hello. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good to see you. Popcorn. It's like popping, like it's just heated up and now it's like popping everywhere. So I see 2 versions. I see you're trying to decide between the popcorn that's in like the Jiffy Pop thing that you put on the stove, the thing that explodes but also still has it like a container but continues to pop, or you can kind of be in a space where the popcorn is like popping freely without any sort of like a boundary. And this is your choice. I'm not here to say, choose one or the other, but the fact is you might be given a choice where the experience, the energy of a situation might feel like it's like, it's electrifying, it's stimulating. And you're going to have to decide for yourself whether you need to kind of put a lid on it or to allow it to just like pop freely out and out of the stove in a pot on the stove rather than the Jiffy Pop contained. But that is your choice that you're facing. There is no wrong choice, but I think Spirit's really encouraging you to be open to both choices, both the this is time to table this a little bit, or it's time to just like just pop. So, and you'll know when you get to it, but be open to both choices. Don't think it's about choosing. Don't think it's about choosing limits over not limits. It's really about reflecting on what is equally what those choices mean for you in the long run. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
So, I'm seeing. What I'm actually seeing is an image that comes from looking at the picture that I have of your profile now. So I've got you in the sweater with the burgundy scarf and the pink sweater and the snow. And what I'm seeing is this like iconic image. I don't even know if it's from any fairy tale, but it's kind of a iconic fairy tale image where the rose is blooming in the wintertime and it's this beautiful kind of blood red, and you bend down to pick it and you prick your finger and that kind of blood spills onto the snow. And I think what I feel has happened is, you've seen this experience as this rose, and it's intoxicating and it is beautiful. And it's like this beacon for you in a place of cold and it's wintry and you're reaching for it as your hope in this time. And of course, as you do, you prick your finger and it's like, oh gosh, it was so pretty, but like I forgot it has thorns, and I forgot that it can cause me to spill some blood, and I mean this metaphorically. So, you kind of had to give of yourself in some way in pursuit of this rose. And it's because it just seemed like it was this beautiful thing drawing you in this time of cold. But I think the message really is that the rose is still beautiful. It brought you there for a reason. And yes, there might be some kind of collateral that, pain that comes from it. But in the end, the rose was not nefarious in its seduction of you. It called you for a reason, and that reason is still there. Yes, it did. Yes, you picked it, but you're not going to throw it away now that you picked it. You're going to keep it and do with it and use it to inspire you the way that you thought. So it's okay. Some blood spilled there. Yes, it's iconic, and yes, in the fairy tales, something might have said that, like, oh, if blood spills on the snow, it becomes something else. Don't even listen to that. Like, don't. It's all it is just a couple of you pricked your finger. That's it. There's nothing else that's deeper than that. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well.
Good. I didn't draw the card. I mean, I'm not drawing from the Tarot deck, but I'm seeing the Chariot for you. Like, as soon as I saw you, like, there you are, kind of like Martha Sled. You're going somewhere in this Chariot. Like, you are guiding the journey. Now, like in the Chariot card, the two animals that are drawing in the front, they look like they're sitting. And so it looks like there's no action in the Rider-Waite deck. So they're kind of sitting like sphinxes, and they're not going anywhere, but you're in the Chariot ready to go. So I think the message really is to your elements of transporting you are there. You do have to shake them up a little bit. You're gonna have to wake it up. You got this gorgeous, you've done the work and you're ready to go. You may need to do some prompting, and it does have to come from you. You're the one that's got the reins. So it's about your reins, and it is about moving forward for sure for you, like moving forward and having what you need to move forward quickly, and also to maintain control. To guide yourself. You're gonna have to do a lot of guidance in this process. So
Okay.
So go Chariot. Thank you. Hi, Kate.
Hello there.
How are you?
Good.
So back to the kitchen, and all I see now is a pot of water that is boiling, and so the pot's boiling. You had to, when you put the water on, you had to make a decision. Am I going to should I go and do something else while I wait for the pot to boil? Or, should I wait here because the pot's going to boil? If I leave, it's probably going to be gone longer than I was supposed to. You chose to step away, and the pot's now boiling. So the message is, you stepped away, and that's fine, but don't let the pot boil out. Like whatever you had needed to let go of, you don't want to squander it. You don't want to let it go. You don't want to let it be released into the air. It still needs to be managed. And if it boils anymore, you won't be able to use the water. You're going to have to start all over anyway. So get back to the kitchen. Tend to what you were going to tend to. You didn't do it wrong. It's time. I'm just here to be your timer in case you forgot to set it. Okay. So get back there, tend to that thing, and move on. Okay.
Yeah. And also love the meditations. They were unbelievable. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, that Course in Miracles experiment book just has given me some imagery there. So, hi, Wendy.
Good morning.
Good morning. As I see you all, I saw it's almost like one of the animated boards, or like on your iPad where you can draw. So I just saw this big heart just like shaping around you as it's coming down. Like, there you go, like love. And I feel like that's what I am. I get when I look at you. So I'm seeing this loving being that is there, and the love is pouring out through the screen to me and to the world and to life. Like, it's just like this discovery of this love. And the one thing that I can't see, but and you should be aware of, is the love that's coming back. So we see it all from a screen from this point of view as emanating from you. But the one thing that you can't see, but you have to know is happening, is that it is being returned. So, you're kind of in this love bubble that is there. So yes, we can see it, but don't think that don't think that I'm just broadcasting here and it's not coming back. You know what I mean? Because especially if you're online like this, it's hard to feel that sense, but it is coming back to you. That heart exists around you because it's the exchange, and it kind of even glows more brightly because there is that exchange, like right in the center where you are. So just love. That's what I say. Love.
Oh, thank you so much. That's beautiful. Thank you. I do this with you all.
Thank you. So, hi, Lindsay.
Hello, good morning.
Good to see you. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
I'm seeing Diana from Princess Diana from Themyscira, Wonder Woman. She's Warrior Princess. You've got the battle armor on. And this is Wonder Woman as she's being trained, not as she was out in the, with the costume in the United States. So yeah, you're in the training now. And yes, it feels like you're trained to be a warrior. You may need to pick up, something you may need a shield to kind of keep things away from you, to keep things that you don't want around you right now. Or you may need to kind of clear the way with one of the swords. But that's all you're doing. You are just learning how to move through this kind of being a spiritual warrior. The way of the true warrior is be prepared as a warrior, but never have to go to battle. But being trained is still important. So get on that gear. Maybe retreat for a bit for this training and to gather yourself, and you will have the opportunity to be a champion, to move forward, and it will probably be minimal exertion or confrontation because you prepared so well. So, but if you have the gear, you're ready to go. Okay. So go Wonder Woman.
Thank you. That's very relevant. So appreciate that.
Thank you. Crone, good morning.
Hi, Rob.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. So I see this like this ambient light shining behind you. It's like this glow, right? It's and it kind of both the glow kind of gets brighter and then it gets dimmer and gets brighter and it gets dimmer. And I think what's happening is that it's acting as a measure of where you are. So like it's like if you step closer to it or whatever, it glows more brightly. But it's not something that you have to step in and step out of. You've got you actually have the button here. Like it seems like you got to like it's a motion detector, but it's not. The button's right in your hand. You turn it up, you turn it down, you turn it up, turn it down. Don't allow the glow to happen. It's not a motion detector. It's not, don't allow that to happen. You don't need to do that. It's like, you're not wired, you're wireless. You've got the button. So you control that glow and you know what, not only just control it, crank it up a bit. Let it keep glowing. Let yourself keep expanding. Don't, if you feel like it's dim, if you feel like you are dim, reach down and just mentally go into meditation and just turn it up. Feel that glow when you leave the house, and everybody else will see it too. So.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. I know I said video. I've got 3 more and then we can move forward. Sandra. So Sandra, I'm going to read you. I know what you look like. And I'm going to tell you that what I'm seeing for you is, I think we might have even seen this image before for you, but this is something like you. It is a little girl that is skipping down the street with pure joy in her being, and it's not a joy of. It's not a joy of like naivete, and it is a childlike joy that comes from a sense of maturity. So this is like an earned childlike joy. So it's not one that is devoid of life awareness, because we have that, but it is one that is like, yeah, I've been through this And I now can just express this joy because of everything that's happened. This is you are the sum of all of your life experiences that has allowed you to be very childlike. Because this little girl is amazing because she looks so great that you don't know that she's not the little girl until you like look closely and you're like, oh wow, she is actually an experienced and aware woman. And it's really beautiful because the youthful childlike quality continues to be expressed. But we don't want to be kids again. We want to be ourselves and have the joy that kids have. So this is where you are. If you're not there, you need to realize that you are. So it's really a matter of awakening, as we said today, to that joy that is there, and to be grateful for it when you find it.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Olivia, good morning. 2 more guys. Thank you so much. Hello.
Good morning. Thank you.
Wow. So I get the word. I'm getting shapeshifter, and as a mythical power, as your power. This might be one that you are either discovering or honing, but I kind of see you shape-shifting, and it's between animal and person, like identifying with those animal totems that are part of you that you can draw on, and just like being them, like just I'm gonna shapeshift into the snake today. I'm gonna shapeshift into the bear, like calling on whatever your totems are to like shapeshift, and then be in that essence of that animal and what it means and what it guides. So if you've got them, and if you've got, I know you probably have your animal cards, and you've got your all of the resources to kind of affirm or to help you intuit this shapeshifting that you're going to be doing. And but go with it. Don't feel like it's something that is making you crazy. Like, oh, I gotta be all these roles to all these people. Lean into it. Realize that the source of this can be your animal energy, and just to shapeshift when you need to. Okay. Thank you, Virginia. Thanks for being here. I'm seeing I'm seeing like a wardrobe change. Like I'm seeing you shift from like a paper doll almost. Like she's got this outfit on, then she's got this outfit on, then she's got this outfit on, and all of them look great. It's like you are your own Barbie doll right now, and all of those outfits, kind of like the shape shifting, represent an aspect of who you are. I think the message is to build the wardrobe, and you don't need a lot of pieces in the wardrobe. You just need to be able to to move the pieces around so that they work for you. So get all those things together, and then just start dressing up, playing dress up, and then take it out into the street and to wear it proud, and wear it with a lot of authenticity. It's just they're all you probably can just go through your closet and start to consciously put them together. So be your own Barbie doll, get out there in the world, and show them what you got. So thank you. So that is it, guys. I've gone through everybody. Thank you so much for going all in with our service today. And let us pray. We would like to offer a prayer of transition for the brother of our friend and sister and colleague, Lisa Schwanger, for her brother, Scott, who passed over the Christmas holiday. So let's pray for Scott. Beloved one, hold in your infinite heart the soul of Scott Schwanger, brother of our sister, friend, colleague, Lisa Schwanger, as he returns to the source as the light being he was always destined to be. We know that with you, there is no time and space, and through you, there is only eternal bliss. And we know that Scott has passed to the plane where only this bliss exists. We know that in your loving embrace, Scott is now fully and completely reunited with the one heart. May he bask in the light, and all those whom he loved and loved him be at peace. And so it is. Guys, a quick prosperity section and a quick announcement section. Thank you so much for your ongoing donations. When we envision our gifts, when we are grateful for our gifts, we always can affirm that divine love always has and divine love always will answer all of our needs. I will put the link in the chat, and once again, grateful, so grateful that you have continued to gift us with your presence and with your resources. So, and just a couple of quick announcements. Guys, things are going on with ISD. Please keep checking your website and for the newsletter. This week we've got coming up, we have got our Wednesday night meditation. Oh no, we've got our virtual Reiki and energy healing share with Sylvia Raitt. And Sylvia, if you are here, I don't think they have to go. So we're excited about this. We used to do it in person. We're going to do it virtually. Again, this is the way. If you are interested in healing, join us. If you are interested in becoming a healer, get a little taste of that healing, because we also begin our healing certification program on the first weekend of February, on Saturday, February 5th, I think it is. So please check the website for that. We've got 5 sessions over the next 5 months, and each of them is going to talk about healing in a different way. We'll have one in-person session in May, and that will culminate with your certification in our healing certification program. When we do return in person and we will need volunteer healers, you'll be on that team. So please, that is coming up in the beginning of February. But you can join our virtual Reiki and energy healing share on Wednesday and discover more about what healing is about. Thursday, of course, we are regrouping with our Course in Miracles discussion group. I can't tell you how much fun it is. Please join. You don't know how to, we're working with the book, The Course in Miracles Experiment. You can just start and pick up on the day that we start. It's working with every day of the year in an exercise that we all then just gather and talk about our experiences of doing them. So join us on Thursday. And I think that's all I'm going to announce today, because I have certainly taken up quite a bit of your day today. And I'm grateful that you have gone all in. I really mean that. So, and anybody else has announcements, you can, oh, Martha. Yes, Martha is here to talk about a program that we've been doing for a while. So Martha, it's all yours.
Thank you. This is just very quick. The $1 a day campaign has been very successful. We're grateful for all your generosity. And what we're going to do is now we're going to close that treasure chest. So you're going to change your abundance envelope and just consider that it's a treasure chest that is closing, and that we can open it anytime we need extra abundance for ISD. And that means that if you completed, the November and December contributions for $1 a day, we really are grateful for them. And then you can stop now for a moment, and for whenever we need to, we can open up that treasure chest again. Thank you again for thinking of ISD every day. Doesn't mean you don't keep it in your hearts every day, but that for now you can dedicate your generosity to the church in other ways. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Reverend Martha, for spearheading this and for keeping it in our hearts and minds every week. And we will be excited about revisiting it in whatever form that we decide we're going to pursue or we're inspired by. So thank you so much. All right, guys, thank you so much for this, for being here, and for continuing to give your energy here. So let us close today with our short closing and benediction. O one who awakens, and O awakened ones, we have been still, we have been quiet, we have been cacophonous. And now we know, I am you. You are me. We are you, and we are we. now and always. And so it is. Thank you all so much. Hope you enjoy. Be well.
Thank you, Reverend Rob, for that amazing outpouring of energy for today. Really beautiful service. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you all again.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you. Hello and bye.
Bye.
I feel like we were all together with messages today, so
That was amazing.
thank you all. Have a good afternoon.
Hi, Jan.
Take care.
Thank you so
Laura.
much.
Hi,
Have a
Carol.
great week.
Hi, Martin.
Bye, everyone.
Hi,
Bye,
Ozzy.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Wendy.
Olivia.
Hi, Virginia.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye,
Hi,
everyone.
Sandra.
Take care,
Bye.
Rob.
Take
Bye,
care,
Martha.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.